discouragement, fear, failure. Only a few years ago, these stalked the nation. Depression haunted America. We groped, we struggled, we found the way to better times. Today, depression is a fading memory. Millions of men and women have found employment, and with it, confidence and hope. The Great Works program has removed a vast army from relief roles. It revived lagging industry, restored morale, and renewed courage. In a program which covers the entire nation, Ohio takes an important place. To fill the need for air transport facilities, the WPA is improving 20 airports serving Ohio cities. At Cleveland, 4,000 men are employed in constructing the largest landing mat in the world for the state's largest city. At Dayton, where the Wright brothers developed the first successful airplane, the Works program is building for the city its first commercial airport. When completed, it will be one of the finest on the transcontinental air routes. Pollution of water supplies by seepage from abandoned coal mines is a public health problem solved by scientific sealing of the abandoned shafts. New wings added to the orphans' home at Defiance are part of the plan to relieve overcrowding at state institutions. The home for soldiers and sailors' orphans at Xenia has been repaired by the Works program, and a modern dairy plant has been constructed from which comes the milk consumed by 700 orphans. Other institutional projects in Ohio are the rebuilding of a wing of the old people's home at Napoleon after its destruction by fire, and the construction of a $500,000 tuberculosis sanitarium at Toledo. Severe damage from floodwaters in recent years has drafted all the resources of government in an effort to eliminate this peril to lives and property. WPA workers did a large part of the cleaning up after the raging torrent subsided in the spring of 1936. And the program is being carried forward by the construction of 56 flood control dams and 246 levees and retaining walls. The planting of 4 million trees is part of this plan. One of the showplaces of Toledo is the new Naval Armory, largely built from salvaged material with the assistance of the Works program. Serving as a training center for Toledo's naval reservists and Marines, and as a civic and social center, the Armory contains a large drill deck, a gymnasium, rifle range, recreation rooms, and storage space. The bridge structure of a naval vessel is simulated by the balconies along one side wall. Even gunnery instruction is provided for in the complete equipment. Farm produce is the direct concern of a large part of Ohio's population. To the farmer, there is no problem greater than that of getting his produce to market. No matter how many fat pigs he raises, he can't turn them into money until they're delivered to the city. Frequently, the condition of the roads makes the transportation a bit difficult. In the case of this particular shipment, complication piles on complication. And the farmer gets some practice at catching the greased pig until the pig gets tired of the game. This tragic comedy of the pigs that never got to market is becoming rare in Ohio, where an extensive farm-to-market roads program is converting old rutted roads into excellent graded highways. Almost 4,500 miles of road and highway improvements and 5,000 blocks of city streets are included in this program. Good roads are important to every citizen of the state. To the farmer, they mean access to markets, medical attention, better mail service, and higher valuation for his property. Every farmer and every family in the area served by the new roads realizes the importance of the Works program in developing a better rural school system. The WPA has aided in consolidating several one-room schools into one modern building and in transporting children over the new roads by bus. The old type of school has been replaced in this area by modern structures served by school bus lines. Federal funds have financed public camping centers in the 75,000-acre Roosevelt Game Preserve, where this log blockhouse is found. The preservation of historic monuments is part of the Works plan. Old Fort Recovery, built by General Mad Anthony Wayne to guard against Indian forays after General St. Clair's defeat there in 1791, was restored to commemorate the valor of Ohio's pioneer founders. Combining education, employment, and useful production in one project is the aim of the Works program. In 360 sewing rooms in Ohio, women are taught the art of the needle, paid for their work, and the clothes they make are distributed to needy families. Over 1.5 million garments have been produced. An interesting phase of WPA activity in Ohio is the operation of almost 100 nursery schools, where the children of working or needy mothers are cared for during the day, given hot lunches, and prepared by trained instructors for graduation into the public school system. The public schools have provided the space for nearly all of these day nurseries, part of a broad educational program in which WPA has helped millions of children and adults. Here is another case where an investment made today promises great dividends in a future of good citizenship. Another form of public service is shown in the establishment of life-saving classes and in the employment of lifeguards to protect the lives of bathers. Beaches and pools are guarded, as are abandoned quarries and other places which were formerly extremely hazardous. Warning devices have been erected near schools to remind motorists of their obligation to drive safely and sanely. As an example of work accomplished in park improvement in Ohio, a zoo in Toledo is being transformed into one of the nation's finest institutions. Here again, salvaged materials were utilized in construction. In a new amphitheater, we find a WPA symphony orchestra giving one of its regular concerts. Under the Works program, these musicians and artists in other fields contribute their share to the cultural development of the community. In this progressive program, every effort is bent toward enriching the lives of the people and building sound bodies and minds for our future citizens. Long after depression is forgotten, these developments will remain as part of a better Ohio.